Good evening, YouTube. Here on this Saturday evening, I have had my supper. I've watched Gold Rush, listening to Fats sing and walk into New Orleans. This is, like I said, the next thing to do. But before that, we even open this, I have something else to share with you. Got another package in the mail today. This one's from Newark, Element 14. I had placed an order with them as well as the eBay stuff. And let's see what we got here. This, I believe, is, not really sure. This might be the, yeah, I ordered 10 more of the 555 timers. That's what these are. And after running a bunch of them, I finally figured out what I was doing wrong on that breadboarding. These I have wanted for some time. Am I getting these in there? Yeah. Okay. They're basically solder lugs with a star washer, and they're very good for chassis work. You just basically, they'll work with a screw and nut, and then or if you have a connection, you can add it's an easy way to add a wire to it, or two. As a matter of fact, they've got two holes. So I've been wanting these for a while. I found them there at a fairly reasonable price. I think it was 12 something for 100 of them, so it wasn't too bad. This is a piece of, what do you call it? This is a get it in here. You can see it there, I think, right there. It's a let's see, IRLB 3034BPF. This is the MOSFET the MOSFET that was used in Rick McWhorter's solid state AM transmitter. And I wanted to get exactly the same thing as he had, and I've already got the coil that was in the kit that I got from Antique Electronics Supply. So that's what I ordered there. So those have come in. Now the other thing, and I think I spoke of this on the last video, but these are the resistors I ordered from the US supplier. That's 1,000 resistors, 100 values, and there's the values listed. Goes from 1 ohm to 10 mega ohms. So I'm really happy with these. I've been wanting these for a long time, and I went ahead and these were $19.99 shipped, and the reason I bought them was, like I said, because of the U.S. shipping. In fact, the place I got them from was located in Walton, Kentucky, which made them get here very quickly. So happy with those, and you can see they look like resistors. But anyway, what I started to say was I went ahead and bought these because of the fast shipping. And like I said, I paid $19.99 for these shipped. Now these are still a better value to me. Not knocking the other people that ordered, like the Joe Knows Electronics. Those kits are nice because they come with the box and the separators and things like that, to where you just reach in there and get what you want. I had already had separators as far as the drawers and things, so I went this route. And like I said, $19.99 shipped is actually you get more resistors in the kit, and I just think it's a better deal myself. That's just my personal opinion. So again, no disrespect for those who have ordered from other suppliers. But anyway, as I keep meant to say, I like them a lot. And what I did was ordered another set directly from China, and I paid $10.20 for those. Same exact set, 1,000 pieces, I think the same values, 100 of each value, or 100 values and 10 of each value, obviously. But I think it's pretty much the same set. So we'll see how long it takes to get here. It's already has been shipped. You know, they're fast over there on stuff like that. At least they'll get it out the door quick. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you all before we get into our little opening up our little fun project. And yes, it will be fun. Let me get these out of the way so I don't mess up something. Now, I kind of lied about the no needing skills type thing. You do need to know how to solder, even with this kit. So, but soldering is easy, real easy. It just takes a little practice. I'm going to say that's the tube. I'd say this is the coil. So, and we have a power cord. And last but not, well, it's not last. Just like I told you, this is a board. Just a nice pine board. I probably had a bunch of them laying around here. And these are the instructions. You know, guys, that most guys don't really follow instructions, but I'm going to look them over before I tear into it. I just think it's prudent to do that. And let's see, step 2. I got 2 pages there. Yep. Step 1. So anyway, this you can read it here. Unpack your kit carefully. Did that. Check context against the parts list at the start of these instructions. So here's your part list. We'll have to do that, and I probably won't do a lot of that on camera because, you know, it's not fun. We'll take a look at what we did get though. There's a piece of wood. We need more wood. That's what we're gonna need. So there's a little twiddle stick. Not sure what that one is. That is a piece of wire, I guess. And we got some hold down screws. There should be a little template to put on this so you can mark out where you're putting your pieces at. And I do plan on doing it pretty much what way it says, because I just think it's a kind of a neat kit. There's obviously your tube socket. And again, there's some of those. See, I'll tell you, these things are handy. They're very handy. I've needed them. I don't know how many different projects I've had where I needed something like that, didn't have it. Now I got them. So, this, judging by the weight, this must be the transformer. I'm gonna call it that anyway, because like I said, and then of course we had the tube. We'll open it up, take a look. Obviously, it's not a new tube. They make a few new tubes, not a lot of new tubes these days though. Oh, it's the metal kind. That's nice. I kind of wanted the metal kind. 12SA7, nice. It does kind of look like new old stock though. Judging by the pins, it doesn't look like they've been inserted, so that'd be kind of neat. I like that. I like that a lot. Like I said, I think this is the coil. You can see it down in there. Comes with a little instruction thing, it looks like. That's kind of unique. He just added us just to keep it tight in there. I'm not really sure which. Oh, there it is. It's instructions. That's kind of neat. It shows the different ways to wire it up, I guess. But like I said, this is a very useful little piece of apparatus here, and it's more useful than just this kit. And like I said, I'm going to try to wire it up in a way that I can use it for other deals, other projects. Yeah, there's your red dot. And that tells you, I think this is pin 1, pin 2, pin 3, you know, goes on around. But, yeah, that's about a $9 item right there. Doesn't much look like it, but buddy, it is. So, alright, there's that. And like I said, the line cord, it's not what you call a great line cord, but it is a line cord. That's about all you get for test equipment. I don't know if you noticed all the older test equipment, the line cords are also stiff and everything. It's just kind of bad. Here we have our capacitors, our resistors, our diodes, looks like. Everything else we need in the kit. Now, one thing I have not seen is of yet, and maybe I just didn't look in the right place. Maybe it's in here. Yeah, there they are. The band stock clips. I know that they had some of them that were included in this kit. So there's 1, 2, I see. I think maybe 3. So I guess that's all you have. But anyway, looks pretty complete. I like to say off camera, I'll go over all the parts and make sure they're all here. Because if they're not, then you need to obviously contact the seller to let them know. So that's what we're going to be doing here in the next few days. Just want to kind of clue you in on what we are doing. One side's awfully dirty. That's okay though. Again, I think there was a template in here. Template. Some people say template, some people say template. It's either way, I guess. Ah, there it is. So that goes over there, and you poke in your holes for everything, and so got that. Cool. I like it. I like it. Like it a lot. Now on this little device here, Robert, and I call him Bob sometimes. I don't know if you guys notice that, but he don't care one way or the other. We just had a little discussion over my first name, Gerald, and we was having some fun with that too. But anyway, he was kind enough to point out the fact that when I put these transistors back in, I put them back in backwards, and I sure enough did. This is the way the 2N2222s go in, and these particular transistors, the BC547, was it? I think go the other way. Because the collector and the emitter is basically opposite of one another. The base is always in the middle, but still they just need to be turned around. But what I think I'm going to do is take the parts off, except for the high voltage, the high frequency stuff, and put it on my breadboard and see if we can't get it working that way. And I really don't think there's a thing wrong with the parts here. And I think what it is in this circuit board. That's a lot to remember, and I can understand anybody getting confused on getting that to work right. I always preferred the perf board with the individual pads because it's easier for me. Now, somebody like Bob, now I don't know, he's probably a little more advanced than I am as far as that goes, but he may be able to keep up with that, and I'm not. So that's why I kind of like using a perf board instead of the strip ones like that. All right, this is gonna be a short one compared to the other one, huh? But yeah, this is gonna do it. Like I said, off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and go through all the stuff on the kit, and like I said, I may do some work on this off camera also. Get those transistors out. And I think, like I started to say about the breadboard, I think I'm going to use the 2N2222s for the breadboard and just leave those. Well, I won't leave them in there because I got to turn around, but we'll go from there. But so, like I said, that's that, and we will get that going, and that's going to pretty much do it for this one. You guys have a pleasant evening. I did get a lot of rest today, and I feel pretty good right now. So you guys have a pleasant evening. Thanks for watching, and we will see ya.
That's all, folks.